Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. Your host tonight is an Eagles fanatic.
I already know I like it because it's on a Philadelphia Eagle.
He talks about the Eagles even when they aren't being pulled.
Can't say enough good things. The only negative thing I can say is he's not a Philadelphia Eagle because we had a horrible draft. I'll always hype up an Eagle. Don't you worry, Fonz.
Make sure to ask to see a sweet thigh tattoo. Your host tonight, Colin, a.k.a. Thor Rudisill.
And from the UA studio here in Burridge, Illinois, this is Ultimate Autographs. How's everybody doing today? Colin Rudisill alongside Steven Ryan. We are ready to go on a Monday noon show with plenty of big things here in the break room, including somehow, some way, that half and half series is still out there. Guys, there's 10 boxes left. There are 4 photoed headliner speed flexes left, including a 3-tone chrome flex Josh Allen with a chromed logo. There's a Steve Young speed flex still out there, Justin Herbert and Baker Mayfield. The Baker Mayfield, by the way, also a chrome flex still alive. Last 10 boxes, 40% chance at a photoed headliner speed flex, but this is the half and half series, right? So half of the series when it started was speed flexes, the other half was authentics. I am proud to report, guys, on top of those 4 half and half speed flex headliners, there's 2 more filler speed flexes out there too. 60% chance the next box we do is a speed flex. 40% chance it's one of those half and half full size headliners. I'm saying that quad box break's only 3 to go. That's probably a good one to play right here and right now. On top of that, we're getting close to the end of a diamond helmet series. Only 10 boxes left. Michael Irvin speed flex. It's a hydro flex with all the bells and whistles on the back. We'll take a look at it. That's still out there. Plus Bijan Robinson, Edger James, and Antonio Gates. 40% chance at a headliner there. The vault still has an A.J. Brown ripped speed flex in there. Plus Brian Urlacher, George Kittle on some authentics. We got Frank Gore and the guy that really came onto the scene last year, Jameson Williams, all still out there. 5 headliners and 8 boxes, plus a $200 vault key still alive. 6 in 8 chance at a vault key or a headliner. Only 2 things left in that series we don't know. The T-Sizz is still out there in the can't miss 1 and 4, and I'm not talking about Terrell Suggs. Talking about Taylor Swift on the autographed CD kind of hanging poster. It's pretty awesome stuff. Licensed jersey Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We got the Nature Boy still out there. Ric Flair. That belt is legit, by the way. The Trae Young City Edition basketball. Plus Bruce Smith, Paul Pierce, and Allen Iverson. We got the Truth and the Answer still out there. 7 headliners, Steven, and 9 boxes.
Okay, like those ratios.
So there's 2 things left we don't know in the vault. 2 things left we don't know in the 1 and 4. If you are just like hunting headliners, no matter where you go, half and half diamonds, vault 1 and 4. It's pretty much all headliners the rest of the way through. Practice squad still has 4 authentic headliners. 3, excuse me. Michael Irvin, Darrelle Revis, Steve Smith. The 4th headliner is a J.J. Watt mini. Warren Sapp and Mungo. McMichael still out there. How about the practice squad? There's 6 headliners left in 7 boxes. So literally between the vault, 2 things left we don't know. The 1 and 4, 2 things left we don't know. The practice squad, only 1 thing left we don't know. So guys, everything is loaded up when it comes to the big series. Brand new minis and jerseys are also in the room, so virtually all the headliners still left in those ones. I'm ready to go, man. Are you ready to go,
I'm
Mr.
ready
Ryan?
to go as well. Let's rock and roll, baby.
What's up? Tanya said, I just leveled up. How do I get my free jersey break entry? Tanya, great question. The answer is whatever email you use to log into Ultimate Autographs, whatever your initial email you put in, go to that email and you should have a code from us that you can apply to your break. So all you have to do is purchase a jersey spot, put in that code, and it'll zero out your price and you'll get it for free. It could be in your spam folder too, so make sure you look there. But that is how you get it. Hopefully that helps, Tanya. Hope everybody's doing great today to get the week started. I'm excited. There's the link, guys, to the live breaks page. We'll take a look at everything. But first, let's go ahead and get the show set up, starting with the dice roll. This will determine the amount of times we randomize everybody's names to their division. Needs to be at least a 6 or higher to qualify. So a 7 will work. Take the 9 down, put the 7 up. Next, we'll go to our Chase wheel spin, guys. This is every series we currently have here at Ultimate Autographs. What we're going to do is give this wheel a spin. Whatever it lands on will be the chase for the day. If we do any breaks in that series, you are automatically entered into a top spot draw to win up to $100. You don't even have to win the break. You just have to play in it. And as long as that break closes, you will be on that list to potentially win $100. Today, it's going to be the mini helmets. That's a double box break for $50. So, I mean, if you play in that one, you have 2 chances of winning a mini helmet, which is pretty awesome. But on top of that, a 50% chance of walking away with more money than what you started with. That's always a good thing in my book. Just for fun, too, Steven, we'll add a second wheel spin, and we'll just throw on that half and half, man, because I'm trying to see that Josh Allen.
I mean, I think we're 5 to go in the quad. Actually, we're 3 to go in the quad. So 4 boxes could be coming out here in a matter of moments.
That's a big one right there. I'll even, do I dare? We got, I think both owners in the building today. Do I even dare do what I'm about to say? I will say this. If we can get this quad box break closed up during this show,
Okay.
we'll make the half and half wheel spin a double wheel spin. So we'll times it by 2, and we'll say even, we'll put $60 as the lowest end.
The low end? Okay.
I think that's fair. This is an expensive break.
So anything above 30.
Anything above 30. Anything above 30, you automatically get 60. If you end up with 100, you end up with 200, basically. Did that double practice squad break, or is it the same one I've been in? Mark is asking.
I think it's the same one you've been in there, Mark.
Sounds like the same one, man, but it should break, and I'll tell you. Got it. Thanks, Colin, says Tanya. Perfect. Yeah, Mark, same one you're in, brother. We'll go over that here in a second. I do want to start with this half and half, though, and I do want to start with the quad box break. Steven mentioned it. 4 boxes coming out all at the same time. 4 chances to win. $600 a spot, but I'm telling you, being that it's a 60% chance at a speed flex, if you win one, you're 100% profiting, and you could be profiting big time if you're talking about this 3-toned flex of Josh Allen, 3 different colors on this chrome. This is not something we see very often here at Ultimate Autographs. I love the chromed out logo for the Bills as well. Black visor for the 2024 NFL MVP. Excited to see Josh Allen back in action. I mean, I'm in that span right now, especially being that your Cubs just absolutely murdered my White Sox over the weekend.
That doesn't sound so nice.
I'm already over baseball. I'm ready for football season to come back. I'm itching for it, but exciting to see Josh Allen back in action as well. Baker Mayfield, too. Chrome Flex, the creamsicle chrome with the orange visor. White across the top with the orange autograph for the Bake Show. Dude impressed last year. He was on pace probably to be the MVP through the first 4 or 5 weeks of the season. Came back down to earth a little bit, but still led a very, very good Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. And I think a lot of people were wondering, when Tom Brady leaves Tampa Bay, what's going to happen to the franchise? You know, it's probably going to go back. It's going to have a little recession. Not so.
No.
Baker Mayfield has pretty much picked up right where Brady left off. And, I mean, Tampa Bay is a formidable force out there in the NFC about every year. What's left in the half and half, Thomas? We're going over it right now. So far, all you've missed, the 2 chrome flexes on the bottom, Josh Allen and Baker Mayfield. We're not done, though. There's 2 more speed flexes still in play, including the best left-handed quarterback to ever do it. The great Steve Young with this beautiful orange visor. San Francisco, one of the most classic helmets in the game. Everybody should have one of these in their collection, and Steve Young is certainly a great one to have to add to it. Another guy, Justin Herbert, with the O'Roy 20 inscription. One of the best offensive rookie performances we have ever seen. I believe he is the only rookie quarterback in the history of the NFL to pass for 4,000 yards. And he's built off of that the whole way, and not with necessarily the best offense around him. This is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. That is a sick slate speed flex for Justin Herbert. 4 photoed headliner speed flexes left in this half and half series. There are 10 boxes left, guys, but we have been alerted by the production team that and more section, there are still 2 more hidden speed flexes. So it's a 60% chance at a speed flex coming up in the next box. The odds of us not hitting at least one speed flex, by the way, in this quad box break is pretty much 0. And if we don't somehow, Steven, that means it's a 100% chance at a speed flex the rest of the way through. I'm going to drop in the quad, guys. It's 3 to go. Again, we'll double the wheel spin if we are able to close up this quad box break. $60 minimum. We are now 2 to go. So somebody's already gotten back in there. I think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Let's talk about our other breaks, guys. I'm very excited today because there's just so many breaks that are right there and so much awesome stuff still left. But here's the 4-spot diamond break. So this one works a little bit different. It's 1 box, $192. 25% chance of winning with just 1 spot in this break because it's only a 4-spot break. How does it work? Instead of getting an NFL division, you'll basically get 2 NFL divisions. You'll get both the NFC and AFC North, or you'll get both the NFC and AFC South, all the way down, and the same for the East and the West. So with that being said, we have 3 headliners left photoed, including Bijan Robinson on this beautiful Rave Authentic with the silver visor. I think it was Alex. No, it was me and Chinmay on Saturday. We're talking about Bijan Robinson. You know, he gets so overshadowed, I think, from last year because it was such a 2-horse race between Saquon Barkley and Derrick Henry. And Jahmyr Gibbs, I think, kind of got a lot of the shine for being so good, splitting carries. Bijan Robinson, silently, in my opinion, had a top 5 rushing season last year. And it was not on a very potent Atlanta Falcon offense. Now with Michael Penix at the helm, if he's going to be even a fraction as good as he was at Washington, I think Atlanta's going to be a sneaky team this year, and Bijan Robinson's going to be a big part of it. Michael Irvin, Speed Flex, Hydro, already did his work here with that beautiful blue visor.
Looks like it's closed.
Closed up, Thomas said. Well, there we go, baby. Let's do it. Appreciate it, guys. 4 boxes coming up. Let me finish up this diamond round, and then we will switch it over to the half and half. But thank you, Thomas. Sweet. So that double wheel spin is a go for the half and half. So that's for everybody else, too. If we get the double done, the single done, you'll be thrown in there, but everybody in that half and half quad, you get your name in ×4. Michael Irvin, we'll look at this in a second because this is a sick looking helmet. Outside of that, we're also still looking for the Edgerrin James, one of the best running backs of all time. That's Salutis Service Authentic with the smoke black visor. Here's that Michael Irvin, by the way. I love all the bells and whistles on the back here. You got the 88, the 53 on there as well, the Super Bowl championship, all 3 of them, plus the Hall of Fame for the great Michael Irvin. And we're also looking for Antonio Gates. And again, this is down to the last 10 boxes in the Diamonds, guys, 4 headliners. But we are sold out on the half and half quad. So let's go ahead and make this one official here on the Chase half and half.
Thank you. Close that out, guys and gals.
That was quick. That was a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. So that's good. But let's see 4 boxes. Thomas is in for the big one here. He's got 4 spots. We got James Hildebrandt with 1, Christopher Leone, and Robert Stuckel. Or Stuckel. Let me know how you say it. Either way, guys, let's get it going. Drop me 4 numbers for half and half quad number 1. And I think this will be the last quad, right? We're down to...
Yeah, I took it down. I took it down. Now, if the situation will call... Like,
right, it can change. It can change. What's up, Mr. Dryer? Was that your home run call for the... It was. That was me for the Kane County Cougars. Appreciate you checking that out. Posted it on Facebook. But, yeah, that was their first home run of the year. They had been in quite a drought. But my man Oscar Santos busting through.
Ripped that ball.
He did. Dead center. And they have 3 catchers on the roster, but they have this one guy. His name's Nick D'Alessandro. He's actually from Joliet. But he's like he's kind of like Craig Biggio.
Yeah.
Like he plays catcher, but he plays all over the outfield too. So it's like kind of nice. Wheel, 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 wheel. We can do that. Rob said 28, a little bit behind. We did get the 4 wheels first, so let us go ahead and get this going in the half and half. So we got, I'm going to build the wheel because there's only 10 numbers. 2, 7, 15, 16, 22, 23, 26, 28, 29, and 30. Yeah, Alex, you're going to have to come out for a game if you're ever out here, man. Love to have you. Let's get 4 numbers. So we're going to do the Jordan box, 23. Take that off. That's 1. 23. 16, 16, 23. 15, 15, 16, 23. And then the last one is going to be 22. So 15, 16, 22, and 23.
All right. That's pretty straightforward.
Pretty straightforward, yeah. Hopefully they're all right next to each other for you. 15, 16, 22, and 23. Alex, I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, I should have added on there. Little homage to my man Hawk Harrelson. That's like the 3rd time Hawk Harrelson's been brought up.
Yeah, because you like that future team.
I don't need a reminder.
Oh, wait. Who? Pete Crow Armstrong?
Yes. I do appreciate Alex not coming in here and immediately being like, how about the Cubs, by the way?
He's going to say it now. He's going to be like, how about the Cubs?
Be in town for Father's Day, but don't know if I'll have time. I'll try, though. Well, man, if you do, just let me know. Let me know. Certainly get you covered. Love to have Mr. Dryer out. This is always a nice sight. Just 4 big-time boxes, heavy boxes. This is what we got after 7 clicks, by the way, fellas. We've got Robert Stukel in the NFC North, Thomas Hupp, the NFC South, Todd Reese, the NFC East, Thomas Hupp, NFC West, AFC North. We got Christopher Leone in the AFC South, Thomas Hupp's in the AFC East, James Hildebrandt in the AFC West. So looking at this half and half series, Josh Allen, that 3-tone chrome, Thomas Hupp is in line for that in the AFC East. He's also in line potentially for that Steve Young flex in the NFC West. However, James Hildebrandt, he is in line for the Justin Herbert slate flex potentially. And then we've also got Thomas Hupp in the Baker Mayfield spot. But again, there are still 2 filler speed flexes out there. Plenty of big-time authentics as well. Robert Stukel, NFC North, you never know what could be hiding in the series. Todd Reese, NFC East, Christopher Leone in the AFC South. No, but they should. They should, Bob. They do play at Northwestern Medicine Field. I do not get that, but I should get that. Let's go 15. First box here in the half and half. 6 in 10 chance this box right here is a speed flex. And Steven, I think it's an authentic.
Oh.
It is a full-size authentic. We got a Rave authentic here. Oh. One of the prettier Raves on the purple for the Minnesota Vikings. How about Jordan Addison?
Nice.
Jordan Addison, Rave authentic. Robert Stukel, congratulations. J.A. really put on a show last season. We obviously knew what he was capable of just from his rookie year. He gets overshadowed a lot of times, I think, from Justin Jefferson, and who wouldn't, right? He's the best, if not one of the best receivers in the NFL, but I think Jordan Addison is definitely a guy that is coming into his own. He makes a great number 2 and going to be a big-time weapon for J.J. McCarthy. That is, by the way, Robert Stukel with 1 spot. Congratulations, man.
It's a good way to start.
So now we're at a 6 in 9 chance at speed flexes, which is kind of crazy. I know better than to talk after a series. Always goes wrong in the next series. Plus, the Sox are young. Give it a few years. This is not the response I was expecting from Mr. Trier, but thank you. I told Steven, and I don't think it's realistic after this series, but I want the White Sox to be a normal bad team this year. Just a normal bad team.
Hashtag goals.
And the goal is to lose
60 games. Well,
under 100.
That's a good goal. But I was going to say, if you can get as close to 60 as possible.
For wins?
For wins. I think that's a real, I mean, I'm not. Luckily, the Rockies are pissed. I mean, if they can, just bad. It's just bad.
What about 105 games?
That's not bad. I mean, it's well, like, right, you won 41 last year.
Yeah.
But let's say you won 55 games this year.
That's better.
That's way better.
That's way better.
That's way better.
I think they will. But
I think
we'll
they will
see.
too.
We'll see. It's hard to be.
I will say this.
It's hard to be worse.
You do need to get rid of Lou Bob. I know you're not going to get him for the value he deserves, but he doesn't want to be there. That's the problem.
Who wants to be there? Jesus.
Young guys who want to make the majors.
I barely want to be there.
You need a team full of young guys that just want to play Major League Baseball, you know?
Can you give him a different nickname, says Jay August? Do you want to be the only JA in town?
Yeah, can you give him a different...
That makes sense. Hope you get that Allen, says Rob Stu. Yes, sir. This one feels a little heavier. I'm not gonna lie. I think we're gonna hit on this one in box 16. Question is, which one are we gonna hit? Nice, Rob. Thanks, Thomas, from Rob. Hashtag, you are not the Rockies. That's true. We're not the Rockies. It's a good point. Could always be worse, except last year. It was about as bad as it could have gotten. But 16. What do we got here? I believe we have hit some pay dirt in box 16. This is definitely a speed flex.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Pay dirt.
Pay dirt. And I would say if your name is Thomas Hupp, it's about as big as pay dirt as you're going to find.
There you go.
How about the 3-tone Chrome Flex signed by the MVP, Josh Allen? Woo, this is a beautiful helmet. My goodness. Really, it's a 3-tone chrome, but the chrome logo, too. I mean, look, you can see the whole backside of the studio. There's Steven over there.
Ooh,
There's
look at that.
all sorts of crazy stuff going on
That
here,
thing
man.
is sick.
Rob said, Thomas, I hope you get the Allen, and he has done it. You cannot say the man didn't earn it, right?
Mm-hmm.
4 spots in this break, and just like that, it's paid off. Everything else is cake at this point. We still got 2 more boxes to go, but Josh Allen is on the desk. He says, let's go.
That's a great hit.
Let's
Great
go,
close on
indeed.
your part as well. You bought the first 2. It's the Thomas Hupp sandwich.
This is it. I know we say this about like every helmet. This one looks better in person. Like the blue and red, the transition here is so beautiful. This thing is sick, dude. That is a centerpiece and a half right there. And one that I think is just going to grow in value, right? I mean, listen, I know he needs to get over the hump. He needs to beat Patrick Mahomes. Maybe it's a hot take, maybe it isn't. I think it's going to happen at some point. Josh Allen is going to go. He's going to win a Super Bowl for the Buffalo Bills. At some point in his career, that is my take. I think he's going to get the job done. And when that happens, look out. Because this value on this helmet's already a lot. It's going to keep on going up.
Will it be next year? That's the question.
I think we said this before, but I've said this before at least. The AFC West is going to be very competitive this year.
Very competitive, yeah.
I think the Chiefs are still going to win. I still think they're the best team in the AFC West. But the Broncos look good. The Chargers got better. Even the Raiders are like sneaking around a little bit.
They have a quarterback. I'm not saying a good one, but he's a quarterback.
They have a quarterback. I'm excited to see it. I don't know.
I will say this. I am a firm believer in Super Bowl losers not bouncing back the same way. I have an imaginary season that the Chiefs are going to be like the Eagles a couple years ago after they lost to like you guys started off like 10-1, but then you just
fell off a cliff.
apart at the end. Like
Fell right off a cliff.
It never ends pretty for the loser of the Super Bowl. So could they go to the playoffs? Absolutely. I don't think there's a way they win the Super Bowl
Well,
next year.
this helmet will always look pretty on the bright side.
I like that dark blue tint in the middle there. It is so nice.
This right here is more of a better representation of what the rest of this helmet looks like. Like it's just the camera doesn't do it justice, man. This thing is sick. That's a beautiful helmet. Made it all worth it, he said. Absolutely. And you might not be done because you are still in line for Steve Young and maybe Baker Mayfield as well. So we still got 2 more boxes to do. Mr. Cummings said, if interested, I'll trade the Lunar Tampa Bay for this half and half for that Josh Allen lid. Long shot, I know, but there is the email. Either way, he said sick lid. Absolutely. We still got 2 more boxes, y'all. This isn't over yet. Let's go with 22. And I think we might have hit again, Steven, just based on the bag. Well, let me just say this. As good of a break as this has been for Thomas Hupp, Robert Stugel got Jordan Addison. James Hildebrandt's going to hit as well.
Oh.
How about the Justin Herbert slate speed flex?
There we go.
James Hildebrand.
Some QBs.
I mean, we knew some big time hits were going to be coming out of this quad box break, and they are certainly showing out. James Hildebrand, 1 spot, $600 for Justin Herbert speed flex. That's all day. Big old autograph. I love the blue ink on it. Complements this slate really, really well. O'Roy inscription with the bolt up on there as well. Whew. That's pretty, and this is a big reason why the AFC West is going to be competitive. Justin Herbert is a very competitive quarterback.
You know what? I love the addition of Najee Harris.
Yes, I do too.
I think he's going to be undervalued in fantasy picks this year, and I would take advantage of him. They're going to run him the ball. They're going to run him the rock.
He's the exact kind of running back that not Jim McMahon. Who am I trying to say? Jim Harbaugh. That Jim Harbaugh loves.
Right.
Fits his system really well.
He'll have another back to help him out. Didn't they get a receiver? Not a big time receiver, but I'm pretty sure.
They need to keep doing that. Besides a quarterback for the Raiders, if their new running back Genty is good, that division will be tough for many years.
They brought back Mike Williams.
Nice.
Hype Williams is back, baby. Quentin Johnson, Lad McConkey, your boy Jalen Rieger. That's a problem.
God. Don't say that. O'Marion Hampton, he's a dog too, bro.
How is this guy the fourth quarterback on the depth chart? That is disgusting. DJ Ugalala.
What did you just try to say to me?
A name I should not be saying in this break room.
Dynasty, he said O'Marion Hampton is running back 1. I wouldn't put anything on Najee. I think they're going to split. I think O'Marion Hampton,
if O'Marion takes over.
Yeah, I think he will be the better running back when it's all said and done, but Najee's definitely going to get some carries. Yeah. I mean, this is how it works now, right? It's mostly a 2 running back system for everybody. So
Omarion's the rookie, though. So they're going to slowly... Again, when you're drafting rookies in fantasy, you want to aim for that week 9 and on part of the season. That's when their big games generally happen.
Definitely.
It's rough sledding the first few weeks for pretty much most players.
I think they're both going to be pretty featured in that offense.
Oh, yeah.
That's just my opinion.
I'm just saying, though, like, the production value will go up incredibly.
Very nice, Herbie, man. I'm telling you, this has been a fire series.
Ooh, I love the blue.
We got one more in the quad, too. We're still not done.
We ain't done, folks.
Last one in the quad.
Could it be Baker?
I think it's an authentic.
Oh,
so we're only hit 2 flexes, guys.
Boy, flexing twice.
Wow. I'm actually pretty happy Thomas hit the Josh Allen because he didn't hit anything else. This is going to the AFC West as well. James Hildebrand have a break. The Justin Herbert flex. Wow. And throw on Marcus Allen on the full-size authentic. Dang, brother. Good stuff.
That is great.
Good stuff. One of the best running backs of all time, obviously following in the footsteps of O.J. Simpson at USC. And in a lot of ways, I mean, he's right up there when it comes to running back rankings. Marcus Allen. Dog, man. Dog. Congratulations, James. Marcus Allen and Jordan Addison, the 2 authentics. Josh Allen, that beautiful 3-toned chrome flex coming out. Justin Herbert flex. But guys, we're down to the last 6 boxes now in this series. And we are still looking for the Steve Young Speed Flex and another Chrome Flex, by the way. The Baker Mayfield Chrome Flex is still out there. And there's still 2 more hidden Speed Flexes in this series.
It's 4 6.
It's a 75% chance that, 66, thank you, 2 and 3, that the next box we do is going to be a Speed Flex. And now it's a double wheel spin, so playing that single box break, double box break, looking pretty good, guys. Kai, I'll get you hooked up here in just a second, my man. Let me write up this Marcus Allen for James. Put him away. Put that beautiful Josh Allen back on camera for the fine folks. James, would you trade the Addison for the Marcus Allen? Rob Stu wants to know. Mr. Hildebrand, if you're out there. ×1 for every Eagle pull added. We're going to do this deal again.
Should I take a picture now?
Yeah, right. We can, I'm down. I'm down to talk.
I'm game.
But I think we have to see one more get closed.
Well, if nothing else gets pulled.
Right. We're not doing it anyway.
Yeah, we're not doing it anyway. So.
Yeah, we have to specify. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
In these last 6 boxes of the series? What
are we talking about the half and half? What are we talking about in general?
I would clarify full size only.
I did not. Was it a lot of Eagles? Because you guys picked your marks. Kai, 2 Eagles. Dang. You were 1 too late.
Brutal.
So for Kai, we're doing live breaks, my man. So as long as these breaks are hitting 0, where it says sold out, we do them live right here on the air. So we have a bunch of different breaks you can choose from. I'm going to drop in this link for you. Don't click away from it just yet. You're probably going to want 2 tabs open, one where you can watch us and then the other one so you can go in and buy whatever you want to buy. But it is most of our breaks are 8-spot breaks. You get a random division, and if anything comes out from that division, then you win. But we have full-size authentic only breaks. They're a little bit more expensive because it's only authentics and speed flexes. However, we've also got some other stuff like straight up jerseys, only $28 to play in that one for an autographed jersey. Double box break, $50 here for the minis. But let me know what you like to collect. Let me know your favorite team, and let me know how you heard about Ultimate Autographs. For everybody else, we're going to go ahead and keep going on this rundown here. The double box break is up for the half and half. Once again, guys, for those that don't know this series, it is half speed flexes, half authentics when we started. That was 30 boxes, 15 flexes, 15 authentics. We have now worked this down to the last 6 boxes of the series. We have 4 speed flexes left and 2 authentics left. We know what 2 of the flexes are. One is Steve Young, the greatest left-handed quarterback to ever play the game, and at least for the foreseeable future, that is very much still intact, right? I mean, all due respect to Tua Tagovailoa, great player. Far off right now on the pace that Steve Young set. Michael Penix Jr., though, just getting in the league. Dylan Gabriel, literally just getting in the league. So there are some lefties out there that might challenge at some point, but for now, it is 100% Steve Young. Chrome Flex still alive, guys. This is a centerpiece item. If you're a Chrome collector, if you're a quarterback collector, if you're a Buccaneers fan, whatever it might be, this is 100% one you need to add. And there's only 6 boxes left. That Baker Mayfield Chrome Flex with the orange visor is still out there. So Steve Young, Baker Mayfield, and again, there are still 2 more speed flexes in that and more section. 4 flexes in the last 6 boxes. This is a double wheel spin now, guys, which means if we spin 100 on the wheel, you're going to get $200 back. So think about that when you pay the $300 to get in this double box break. 2 chances to win 2 speed flexes potentially. And at the end of the day, you might only have to pay $100 for it. This is
Not
sick
bad.
lid. I love the chrome on the Buccaneer too.
Right?
That's a really cool lid.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool lid. Talked about the diamonds. Again, there's 6 to go now in that double box break. This is definitely a series worth playing. 10 boxes left, 4 headliners, including this Michael Irvin Speed Flex with all the bells and whistles on the back. Beautiful looking helmet. 1 in 10 chance at that, but Bijan Robinson's still there, and Edgerrin James when it comes to the photoed headliners. Antonio Gates for you Charger fans still out there. 40% chance at a photoed or listed headliner. All authentics, all speed flexes in the diamond helmets. The vault is one. It seems like I keep saying this a lot. The vault is being slept on right now. We're 8 to go across the board when it comes to the quad, double, and single. Here's why it's being slept on. I think we've hit some cool stuff in this, and maybe that's what's kind of deterring people. Obviously, the half and half is 6, so a lot of attention there. There's still a ripped Speed Flex A.J. Brown with a silver visor. Again, this is a Speed Flex for one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, but it doesn't stop there. We're still looking for the Hydro Authentic Brian Urlacher, which is, I know, one you would like to see out here.
Big time.
Love the Hydro on the face mask as well. The black visor for one of the best linebackers of the 2000s. And George Kittle, one of the best, if not the best tight end in the NFL, is still out there. So a Speed Flex, a Hydro Authentic, and a Lunar Authentic. 3 photoed headliners still in the practice squad. 2 listed headliners, and 2 are a double up potentially. Frank Gore, if he's on a 49er, you can double him up with George Kittle. And then Jameson Williams, who had a great year last year. He is a double up for Brian Urlacher. So there's 5 headliners left, and we are down to the last 8 boxes. That's it. It's better than a 50% chance the next box we pull is a headliner. For those that don't know about the Vault series, it's all reps, authentics, and speed flexes. And 5 of the filler hit boxes have a vault key inside. Once we find a vault key, the winner of that break is also going to get a gift card. And there's 1 gift card left, 1 vault key left. It's $200. So you're going to get a full-size autographed helmet and $200. So even if you play in the quad, that's only $172 you'd be paying at that point. The double, the single, whatever it is. There's only 8 boxes left, 5 headliners, 1 vault key, 6 and 8 chance. That's a 75% chance at a vault key or a headliner. That's pretty good. That's very good.
Good numbers on that end.
You want even better numbers?
Yeah, hit me with them.
How about the practice squad?
Oh, yeah.
There's 7 boxes left and 6 headliners left.
That's insane.
I don't know what the percentage is on that because that fraction is too far out of my math range.
It goes on for a long time. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. You're right.
But I know there's one thing left we don't know when we know what the last 6 are. 3 of them are authentic helmets. So 3 in 8 chance at just authentic helmets. That's Michael Irvin still out there on the full-size authentic. Darrell Revis on the Rave authentic. A lot of interest in this lid, by the way, from people in the chat on Saturday, and it's still alive with only 8 boxes left. And the Steve Smith full-size authentic is still out there. Last but not least on this photoed headliner section, J.J. Watt. So for those that don't know about the practice squad, this is a full football mixer. So you got reps, you got authentics, you got mini helmets and jerseys and slab cards and whatever else. That's why the price point's a little bit lower. But for $98 in a double box break, you can walk away with a full-size authentic helmet and potentially something else. It's only $49 to play in this single. Listed headliner section, we're still looking for Warren Sapp, one of the best defensive tackles to ever play the game, and the great Mungo McMichael. Still out there, too.
There he is.
So, again, 6 in 7 chance. That means this double box break, Steven, guaranteed headliner coming out. That's very good.
Oh, very good.
Chances to double up with Warren Sapp and Steve Smith also still on the table, so you can still double up with headliners in that one, too. 7 to go in that double. This is a different break, guys. It's called the 1 in 4. In this case, they can't miss 1 in 4, which means every single box is going to be great. But it's a 4-spot break, and it works by you're either going to get the football spot, so anything football comes out, you win, the baseball spot, the basketball spot, and then something called the everything else spot, which, by the way, is pretty loaded up right now, especially if you're a wrestling fan or a music fan. We'll start with wrestling. The 16-time world champion, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, who kind of redefined what it meant to be a heel in the world of professional wrestling, one of the greatest to ever do it on almost everybody's Mount Rushmore. And this is like a legit title belt, guys. Like, it's pretty heavy, like one you could wear around your waist, replica title belt that generally runs like $200, I think, unsigned. So you throw on Ric Flair's autograph. Pretty expensive belt. Speaking of expensive, Taylor Swift, man. Swifties love Taylor Swift memorabilia, and especially if it's autographed and on a beautiful record that's all framed up. This is a very expensive piece right here as well. So you can double up in that everything else spot with Ric Flair and Taylor Swift. Basketball still has the Trae Young City Connect basketball for the Atlanta Hawks, one of the coldest point guards in the NBA today. You can still double up in basketball, too, with one of the greatest to ever do it, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, still out there and available. Another one of those guys when I was saying, well, I mean, who else is really great at 33?
Right.
I can't even remember who we were talking about originally. Whoever we pulled. He's like, he's probably the second best behind Larry Bird. And you're like, didn't Kareem wear 33? I'm like, okay, he's third best. And then it's like,
Adrian Dantley.
yeah, I think that's who it was. He ended up being like the 5th or 6th best by the time we were done.
He was solid.
Yeah, it's like, okay, he was a good 33. I changed my statement. This is a licensed jersey too, guys. So again, a lot of value on that unsigned, but it's signed by one of the greatest to ever do it in Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We've still got 3 more hits here on the listed headliner section as well. That includes Bruce Smith, who's had a ton of sacks in his career. We got the truth and the answer. That is Paul Pierce and Allen Iverson. So if you like basketball, it's still very much loaded up in the 1 in 4. 7 headliners, only 9 boxes left in that break, and a 25% chance with every 1 spot you have in that one. Moving on down, we're 6 to go in the next single, by the way, for the half and half. Only 150 at this point to play in this one with 4 speed flexes left with a double wheel spin on the line. 100% worth it, right? I'll drop in that link. That's definitely one we should be getting closed up. 6 to go in the half and half single. But moving down, let's go to the jerseys. 5 spots to go. This is a relatively new jersey series. 7 boxes done so far. We are still looking for a hefty amount of these headliners. That includes Brett Favre, one of the greatest gunslingers to ever do it, one of the best quarterbacks of all time. In my opinion, the best cornerback of all time. When you just look at pure cornerback statistics, I'm going with Champ Bailey. He's still out there and available. Excuse me. The Maurice Jones-Drew did get hit. However, the Nico Collins is still available. He's kind of the last man standing from that wide receiver trio that a lot of people thought might be the best in the NFL. Injuries kind of had another way of that, but Tank Dell going to be out for the year. Looks like next season. Stephon Diggs on the move. Nico Collins is the man in Houston. Although they did draft those 2 Iowa State receivers, which I thought was kind of a genius move. Like, you've already got the chemistry now built between them. They can grow together. I like that move a lot for Houston. So Anyway, the coach is still out there. We still got Mike Ditka. We got the best beautiful bald head in football history. That is Jason Taylor, still alive as well. The all-time single-season rushing yards record holder, Eric Dickerson, is still out there. Randall Cunningham, weapon or the ultimate weapon, who was so good for the Eagles, so good for the Vikings. He's still available, borderline Hall of Famer. Jamar Chase won the Triple Crown last year at wide receiver. He's still out there and available. And the Emmitt Smith jersey. So every jersey still out there besides Maurice Jones-Drew in 23 boxes, about a third of the way through. Go into the listed headliner section. Jalen Carter, Fred Taylor, and Chad Johnson, they're all still out there. So we've only hit one headliner so far in the jerseys. It's a 12 and 23 chance, 50%, better than a 50%, that we're going to pull a headliner in the jersey in the next box. Last but certainly not least is our chase, at least that started the show. That is the double box break for the mini helmet. So $50, you get to see 2 boxes coming out for that price. This is another relatively new series. There's 25 boxes left, 12 headliners left. Those include Jamar Chase, the Triple Crown winner once again. One of the best rookie quarterbacks last season, Bo Nix. You can double that up with another Bo and Bo Jackson. Roger Staubach is still alive, plus Jim Kelly, the man that went to 4 straight Super Bowls with the Bills. Eric Dickerson, all-time leading rusher in a single season. You can pair that up, by the way. I still have not seen this helmet. I think it's been in like 3 straight mini helmets as a headliner. The Rave Mini of Warren Moon on the Seahawks. That Rave helmet looks so sick. I have not seen a Seattle Seahawk mini or full-size in person yet on the Rave helmet. So we can see if that gets done here, seeing that Warren Moon in the mini helmets. Luke Kuechly, who if he didn't retire early, you'd probably be talking about him as one of the best linebackers of all time. And Jordy Nelson on the Flash mini helmet for the Green Bay Packers. So was that every single headliner? Tyreek Hill, I think, is the only one that's gone on the photoed headliner section. Listed headliner section, we are looking for all 3. Mike Vick, Chad Johnson, Sam Laporta. All still there. So yeah, guys, I mean, looking at this again, diamond helmets, 4 headliners, 10 boxes left. Half and half series, 6 boxes left, 4 speed flexes left. Going to the Vault series, 5 headliners left, 8 boxes left, and there's still a Vault key in there, 6 and 8 chance. The practice squad, there are still 3 authentic helmets left, but it is sitting at a very healthy 6 headliners in the last 7 boxes. And then the 1 and 4, 7 headliners in the last 9 boxes. So really, between all those series, wherever you want to play, it's a good decision at this point. No flavors of Gatorade today, Mr. Nelson. I actually have orange Celsius today.
Nah, I have water.
We were at the Cougars yesterday. It was Stroke Awareness Day. And we had a doctor from Northwestern Medicine Field that we interviewed. That's like she's like the premier doctor for strokes, like in the country. But anyway, me and Connor, the play-by-play guy, we were both drinking Celsius, and we had like just eaten like, you know, ballpark food or whatever. And she was like, you know, telling us, like things you want to avoid with strokes is like, you don't want to drink any energy drinks. Like you got to have like a clean diet, try to get rid of any of the fried stuff. Yeah. And we're just like, oh really?
Yeah.
Like, just like, she's got to be looking at us like, like, oh no. Oh no.
I mean, that makes general sense.
Right. It kind of just goes for everything.
I mean, also, you know, Gatorade has we're very focused on what's it called, the extra glycerin of rosin or whatever.
I don't even know what that is.
Exactly, but it's the food color dye that's the concern for me. Apparently, Gatorade has to get rid of those by 2026. So
the fact that that's like a thing.
It's illegal though in every other country in the world but here.
Isn't that? But like they know it's so bad that they're like, yeah, it's going to be illegal. But it's like they had.
Just get rid of it now.
Well, yeah. So why are we still drinking it?
Yeah. No. So like Luca was playing with the rest of the Gatorades that I had, and I was just like, we are not giving him that. Like I don't. Again, it's not gonna having one. It's not gonna do anything, but. It's definitely gotten a lot worse over time. And we could tell from the brief videos we did with that segment.
I've had a lot of artificially colored drinks in my time.
Yes.
So I hope I'm going to be all right. But
just got to slow down. You know, that's more the...
Well, let's see. Does this have anything that's immediately like, oh no?
Ester and glycerin of rosin?
Guarana seed extract. Green tea extract. Sugar,
usually
obviously.
when sugar.
Well, it's sucralose, but ascorbic acid.
That doesn't sound great.
Ginger root extract. I don't see any dye on the bright side, but
That's
I do see
good.
a bunch of stuff that I don't know what it means.
That's also not good.
They have beta carotene, and then in parentheses it says color. So I don't know. Maybe that's dye. I don't know. It tastes good though.
Right?
I dropped in the link for the jerseys, guys. We're 3 to go there. So jersey's probably going to be on deck.
At least they're going to poison us. They're going to poison us in a delicious way. Oh,
Oh,
Colton
I
Walsh.
don't know. That's a good. I'm guessing they probably do. Charles
I'm
said the
guessing
Power would
every
have to do the
company
same
has
thing.
to.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's probably not just a rule against Gatorade. That's probably a.
And Skittles.
Oh God, dude. I heard like Skittles. They don't like have Skittles.
Yeah, they don't have
anywhere
Skittles
else,
elsewhere.
which is
Well, you've been out of the country before, right?
yeah,
Have you ever been to Mexico?
yeah.
Do you remember having their soda?
I don't drink soda, so no.
Oh yeah,
but-
dang. Well, there's a difference.
Yeah, you can taste it.
Oh God, yeah. And that soda still has excessivo sugar.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and I'm just like, yay.
Well, I watched this. You probably heard of him, but
Tastes like water.
it's a YouTube show. It's called Good Mythical Morning.
Oh, I love good
I do
GMM.
too. Yeah, and they do a segment on some shows where they have like snacks or drinks or something from like 3 or 4 different countries. It'll be like the United States,
Yeah.
Australia, France, or like England and Mexico or whatever, and they'll try all of them blind and be like, "Wow, this one's really good," or like, "Oh, I can taste a huge difference between and it's like crazy. Like they'll have like Doritos, and it's like the Australian Doritos versus the English Doritos versus the American Doritos. They're all completely different. They look different. They taste different, and it's a lot of like what you're saying, where it's like, well, they don't have the dyes. They don't have like this artificial flavoring that Americans throw on everything. But
I made wings this weekend after our conversation the other night, and I made them without having to deep fry them or do any of that stuff. So,
there you go.
but yeah, deep fried the best.
They are the best. I air fry mine now,
So do I. But I'm
which
saying,
is they're still pretty good though.
oh yeah, they're solid. Again, it's all about the sauce. You can change anything with a good sauce.
I just use Frank's, to be honest. Like they have like just some butter and some Frank's, man. That's all you
Yeah,
need.
that does work.
It's classic. I mean, I'm a wing connoisseur. You know, I'll try a bunch of different kinds.
Yeah,
Unlike-
I made black pepper lemon.
It's good. We got to take advantage of the deal at Wings again, or Buffalo Wild Wings.
Wednesday. Wednesday we will.
Yeah,
We'll go back.
I'm gonna be gone this Wednesday.
Oh yeah, you are gone this Wednesday.
I'll be back though next Wednesday.
If I'm here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I had a.
We might have to push this off a little bit
I
longer.
went to a birthday party this weekend. We'll get back to the breaks in 1 second, but like, I was like, "Well, you guys doing anything this weekend?" And he's like, "Yeah, no. How about you?" I was like, "We might be having a baby next weekend." And then the weekend after, we're definitely having a baby.
Yeah, one way or another, the baby,
It's happening.
the baby's on its way.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of when, not if.
If she wants to play or not.
That's true. Well, you've obviously gone through that before. It's
I don't
such
know.
a foreign concept for me.
I've heard mixed reviews
About the second baby.
about the transition of 0 to 1 or to the transition of 1 to 2.
Well, you've already been through 0 to 1.
I know, but which one's more difficult though?
Yeah, that's
That-
what I have heard. And I am in no way an expert,
I know.
in no way of
But
anything.
again, I've heard both sides of the tale.
I've only, like, my sister's the one I'm thinking of who's
Yeah.
had 5 kids, I think, now.
I heard after 2, it's very easy. It's
Yeah, at that point,
Yeah,
but-
you're just on pilot.
But now I'm actually confused what I've heard. I think for her, it was actually like the 4th one was the nightmare one.
That's different though. You pushed your luck on that one.
Yeah. Kayla says 1 to 2 is harder.
harder.
So there you go. But that's what I've heard too, is like, I think you're so, I don't know. Maybe you're just too prepared for the first one, and then you like ease up on the second, and then you're like, oh shoot, I forgot that this is, I don't know.
I think the difficulty right now is my son fawning for his mother every second of every day because he knows something's changing.
Interesting. Yeah, I never thought about
He knows
that.
He can't talk about it though. He can't like explain it, but he knows something's changing.
Yeah, he's.
And all he wants to do is be attached to her.
Oh boy.
So she
Yeah.
wants, yeah.
I'm
anything
kind of
after
curious
2
how
is-
that's gonna go, because I mean, obviously,
He's gonna adjust. He'll be fine.
yeah, he'll be fine.
He's a man.
Obviously, yeah, yeah. 8 to 10, it gets easier. Wow. There you go, Ronnie. I'm going to take Kayla's word for it as, I don't know if she has kids, but just as, okay, there you go. I have 3 boys under 5. Wow.
Bam! Perfect. There you go.
Yeah, so there you go. Kayla's probably the most educated on this subject of any of us, so
Well,
I'm going to
my-
take her word.
My little cousin and Kayla, you might be able to attest to this. My little cousin, they have 4 boys. and
boy.
the littlest one's like 9 months old. He only sleeps if it's noisy.
If it's noisy?
Yeah, because he's used to the war going on outside
I think
amongst the other boys.
did you ever watch it's a great movie, Wedding Crashers?
Yup.
No, not Wedding Crashers.
Fantastic film.
Wedding Crashers is a great film. I don't know why I thought it was Wedding Crashers. It's the one with like Melissa McCarthy's in it. Maya Rudolph's getting married. Bridesmaids.
Bridesmaid, okay.
And one of them is like, she's got like 4 boys or something at home, and it's just like, that's how I picture it. Just like a complete zoo.
Yeah, it's a
Fun,
yeah.
but is like
That is accurate.
that is accurate.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, this baby was, hanging outside mom while fireworks and bombs are going off. Just like, you hear that.
He's just like, this is peace.
Exactly.
This is all I've ever known.
He just sits there and watches it. He just is like, okay, this is how it's all gonna go.
Well, you thrive in the chaos, I guess.
Exactly, yeah. I'm like, he's gonna be very successful if he can just handle chaos.
God. Well, there's certainly a lot of chaos. Somebody's gonna have a transition here.
Let's go.
Back in Roger Staubach's playing days,
Right?
a lot of chaos,
I mean, they didn't call him Roger the Dodger for nothing.
dodging chaos left and
Dodger
right.
chaos, baby.
Every single photo headliner in the mini helmets besides Tyreek Hill is still available, guys. Double up opportunities all over the place with Eric Dickerson and Warren Moon, Bo Nix and Bo Jackson. You got a lot of options here. A lot of options.
That's why Eric got 3 spots in it.
That's right.
He's
and
like,
it's
okay,
the chase.
I see these. I like these.
If we close the mini helmets, I mean, that's 8. They'll be in their own chase, by the way. So you won't. We have a half and half chase, and then we have a minis chase. So if this is the only mini break we do, 5 more people in, that's all that's going to be in there. That one will just be a normal chase, so up to $100. The half and half, though, guys, let's not sleep. We're 6 to go here on the single. You get in this one $150. You might actually walk away with more money than what you started with, and you might walk away with a Chrome Speedflex signed by Baker Mayfield, right? I mean, that's a possibility right now. And it's a very good possibility. Again, there's only 6 boxes left in the half and half. 6 boxes left in the half and half. Baker Mayfield is still out there. Steve Young is still out there. It's a 1 in 3 chance at Steve Young or Baker Mayfield. There are still 2 more hidden speed flexes out there as well. 4 in 6 chance at speed flexes. Again, this single box break at $150. You win an authentic or speed flex for $150. Life's good, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Life could get even better, though, because you're going to get into a chase wheel spin. We're going to spin this wheel. It's not up, but I'll find it at some point. We're going to spin the chase wheel spin. And if you get onto 100, you're actually going to walk away with $200. And that means you're going to get paid $50 to take a speed flex or an authentic, which is a pretty darn good deal. Somehow, I don't know if I deleted it at some point, but I always feel like I lose the chase wheel spin. Here it is. This is what it looks like. So yeah, basically what we do is ask, what number do you want to start on? 1 to 100. We give it a spin. In this case, it would have landed on 87, and then we would double this. So what? You'd get $174. So if that was the spin, $174, you only paid $150 to get in. If you would have paid $150, got the Baker Mayfield Chrome Flex, you're actually going to get paid $24 to take that from us. So definitely recommend getting that one done as well. 29 people watching. That is the break to play, in my opinion. But again, between the practice squad, the 1 in 4, the vault, the diamonds, and the half and half, bro, those are all in really, really phenomenal headliner ratio positions. The 1 in 4 has a 7 and 9 chance. Practice squad, the 6 and 7 chance. Vault, a 6 and 8 chance when you throw in the vault key. And then the diamonds still have 4 headliners left in the last 10, but it's all authentics and speed flexes. And then this half and half we just mentioned, 4 flexes left in the last 6 boxes. It's very good. Even that double box break for the half and half. I mean, who knows? If it's like a speed flex signed by Steve Smith, let's say, right? Steve Smith signed speed flex as a filler hit. Maybe that's the NFC South, obviously, and then that can pair it up with Baker Mayfield Chrome Flex. You can win 2 speed flexes for $300 and then potentially get $200 back. I'm still thinking about chicken wings, but the Buffalo Blue, the sauce that they just added on the Buffalo Wild Wings menu, it's actually very good. For those that are thinking about trying it, try it. Delicious. I was telling Ricky about it, and then he was like, is it spicy, though? And I'm like, yes. He's like, I'm out. I'm like, come on, Ricky. Got to get some hair on your chest, brother.
I know. Been trying for years.
Like, barbecue wings are good, but, like, Hey, but you're missing out on.
You gotta have a little heat.
Yeah, you gotta have a little heat. I tried like spicy garlic too, just because like when it's like bottomless wings, you're like, I'm gonna mix it up, try some things I wouldn't normally try.
Yeah.
Spicy garlic's pretty good too.
Spicy garlic, I have had that one before. It's just that paired with Asian Zing. Asian Zing generally gives me enough of the kick that I need.
You gotta expand beyond your horizons too.
No, it's always Asian Zing, and then I try something else on the side. I don't ever not mix it up.
I didn't get Asian Zing at all this last time.
Well, you don't like Asian Zing. I mean, you like it, but it's not one of your top.
That's after you introduced it to me. That was like all I was eating whenever I'd go there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think it's better than their like medium, which is what I used to get before.
It is better.
But I don't think it's as good as this Buffalo Blue. The Buffalo Blue is really good.
I have to try that. I like the it's like bacon buffalo.
Yeah, I didn't love that one. It was okay.
It was okay, but I mean, yeah. I'll have to try it when I go.
Hey, they're trying different
Next
things.
Wednesday, maybe.
Nevea pending next
Yeah.
Wednesday. All right, fellas and ladies. About an hour into the show. We are 3 to go on the jerseys, 5 to go on the mini helmets. Those are both very easy breaks to get closed up. So far, we've done one incredible quad box break, and we have certainly seen some big-time rewards with this Josh Allen 3-tone chrome speed flex. That beautiful chrome logo as well. Thomas knocking this one down. I mean, this is what he was looking for in that break, and he walked away with it. Big-time winner, no doubt, but Robert still walked away with a Jordan Addison authentic. James actually walked away with the Justin Herbert, and he got a Marcus Allen full-size authentic. So there's still a lot left in this half-and-half series, despite us seeing this 3-tone chrome flex signed by Josh Allen. But it is up to you guys which direction we go, what we want to do. I was a little disappointed on yesterday. That was yesterday, believe it or not. I thought it was going to be a pretty epic Game 7 between the Thunder and the Nuggets. It was not very epic. It was quite a one-sided beatdown for the Thunder. I didn't watch the game, but the final score certainly indicated that. I don't know how close it was up till the final score.
I did bet the OKC minus 8.5, and
that worked out.
But Denver came out strong, and there was just like this momentum I felt building, and I was like, it's OKC's time.
Yeah.
And it was their time.
Well, get your popcorn ready because I think that Western Conference Final is going to be lit. The Timberwolves and
I think it's OKC in 5 or 6.
And OKC. I don't know, man. Minnesota's scrappy.
Good. They're scrappy, but OKC is overwhelming.
I'm definitely going to be rooting for Minnesota just because.
That's fine.
Just because of Terrence Shannon, but.
Maybe he's the key. Maybe they need to play him.
The Eastern Conference final side, you got the Pacers and the Knicks. The Knicks. It's funny the Knicks like going in because the narrative was like their record against teams over 500 were like it's not very good. Their record against playoff teams is even worse.
Right.
And yet they've scrapped their way through. I mean, obviously Jason Tatum got injured, which kind of just killed any chance that Boston had, but. I don't know if it was going to matter, to be honest with you. I think the Knicks were going to take care of business with or without Tatum there. Indiana, though, has just been cruising. That's going to be a fun series, too. And I don't really know who's going to come out on that side. And it feels like if you had to pick, like, who's going to win, like, which conference is going to win the finals, you'd probably lean Western. But I don't know, man. There's some scrappy teams.
You just never
in this
know,
final.
man. In basketball, you just really never know.
I think... really, for me at least, and maybe you look at it differently, but I think the Thunder are the most polished team that's left. Like, they were like, okay, this is a team that's going to be really good. Like, they should be going this far. The Timberwolves, the Pacers, and the Knicks have all just, like, scrapped their way to this point. Even though the Timberwolves were a, 2 seed, right? But they still feel like more of a scrappy team to me. I took your advice, though, with just... betting on bet on winners or whatever you said to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me just do a quick parlay with the Yankees and the Panthers, the Florida Panthers. And I paid off. So I was like, you're like teams that are supposed to win. And I was like, okay, well, the Yankees should win this and the Panthers should win this. So the Panthers dominated
My
the
favorite
Maple
strategy,
Leafs.
though, is just pick the right team.
Yeah, that's a good one. 6-1 win in Game 7 against Toronto. We put up a hell of a fight.
No sweat.
But That's going to be fun. Florida against Carolina and Edmonton against Dallas. That's going to be a very cool series in the NHL playoffs. Rivalry week is over in the MLB, thank the Lord, because it did not go very well for the Chicago White Sox. It also didn't go well for our fantasy team because we had Cody Bellinger, who had a grand slam on our bench.
God.
Had a nice 260-point outing, chilling on the bench. Our team's not doing very well.
It's okay.
We're in a rebuild.
We were trying to get Paul Skeens.
Yeah, gosh, and he ended up dealing Paul Skeens and Gunnar Henderson.
For what?
Let me look up the deal.
For what?
Let me look up the deal. It was like he got a lot. He got a haul. And then, guys, again, closest break right now is the jerseys. I'll pull up this graphic real quick. The jerseys have every single photoed headliner still out there, including Brett Favre, Champ Bailey, Nico Collins, Mike Ditka, Jason Taylor, Eric Dickerson, Randall Cunningham, Jamar Chase, and Emmett Smith. Maurice Jones-Drew. Maurice Jones-Drew is the only headliner that is gone. So plenty to do in the jerseys. $28 to get yourself a autographed jersey. It's definitely not a bad little get. Not a bad little get. Dang, it's not going to let me go that far. Let me look up the actual player. I think that's probably the look. All right, this was the trade. Was Paul Skeens and Gunnar Henderson.
He traded them both in one
He
deal?
traded them both in one deal for Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Manny Machado, Junior Caminero, Bubba Chandler, and Hunter Green.
Actually, that's kind of a good deal.
Well,
I kind of don't blame him on that one.
yeah. So
you could be five.
It kind of was a good deal for both because the other, well, actually, this guy's I think won like 5 in a row now, but he was struggling, and the other guy still has Jackson Holiday, but he's got Jose Ramirez, he's got Pete Crow Armstrong, he's got Shohei Ohtani.
Well, he's a problem.
Right.
I don't even need to hear about the rest. He's a problem.
His pitching is he has Tarek Skubal, but other than that, like his pitching's kind of sus.
Not until Shohei plays again.
Right. Right. So.
Gosh. That's what happens when you can build it up. When you build it properly. You can pretty much just trade for whatever you want.
So I'm going to drop in these 2 breaks again, guys. 3 to go in the jerseys, 5 to go in the minis. Minis we should definitely get done because it's a part of the chase as well. And, I mean, it's trending like this might be the only mini break we do. So take advantage, right? There it is. Again, for the mini helmets, Tyreek Hill's the only headliner gone. So all the rest of the photoed headliners, Warren Moon, Eric Dickerson, Bo Nix, Jamar Chase, Jim Kelly, Bo Jackson, Jordy Nelson, all those guys still there. Plus Michael Vick, Chad Johnson, Sam Laporta. $50 for a double box break. 2 chances to win in the mini helmets. And then the half and half is a ×2 wheel spin now since we got that quad done. Shout out to Thomas Hupp helping to close that one up.
You know what's also good about this conference finals? Reggie
Which one?
Miller's going to be on the call for every game.
Oh, yeah. Did you see... I only see clips of this podcast, but I should actually watch it with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson.
All the smoke.
All the smoke, yeah. But they had Reggie Miller on, and they were talking about Malice at the Palace. And it was kind of, I mean, not funny. It was a little emotional, actually, because, like, Steven Jackson was saying, like, you know, I feel bad because, like, that was your moment. Like, we were supposed to have your back, and, like, we got suspended because of it. And Reggie was like, don't do that. Like, he was starting to cry. He was just like, it was all about you young bucks or whatever, and you guys were just, like, protecting each other. And I don't know. It's just interesting to hear, like, the pro players talk about, like, kind of pulling back the curtain a little bit on the on what happened on that day. Which, like, you know, Ron Artest was out of line, but that fan was definitely out of line.
A lot of people were out of the line.
A lot of people are out of line. Yeah.
That's what I learned there.
You can't, I just feel like you can't throw a drink at a person in general, you know?
So there was a basketball series we had in the room here. I forgot, just before the NBA playoffs started. And we are doling out some gift cards right now to the people whose teams lost in the conference semifinals. So Ronnie Sayer is going to be getting $300 because he got the Warriors and had the Warriors and the Celtics.
Oh, dang.
They unfortunately just got eliminated.
That's still $300.
Yep.
Take
Joshua
that.
George, you're going to be getting $155 in the Cavs, and then Rob Barnett is going to get another $150 for having the Nuggets.
This sounds like a high stakes poker game.
Now, in the conference final, 4 teams left.
Right.
Steven Lenhart has the OKC Thunder.
He's feeling
their
good.
favorite. And then Stephen Plucky, the T-Wolves. And then Sean Schumann has the Knicks, and Ronnie Sayer has the Pacers. So Ronnie still has some chips in the game.
What's the payout? Like what's the grand prize payout?
I believe the grand prize, if you win the finals, is going to be a $750 gift card. If your team makes the finals, it's going to be $400. And the 2 teams that lose this round are each going to receive a $300 gift card.
Dang, dude.
So plenty of stuff to be had.
No doubt. So a little vested interest for those guys in the old Western and Eastern Conference Finals. I believe that gets started tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow, and it's going to be the Western Conference that starts it off.
Yeah, 7:30 tomorrow night. OKC, Minnesota, and OKC a 7.5-point favorite, minus 300 at home against the Timberwolves.
They're like minus 385 to win the series.
They're on paper they're the best team left.
Yes,
but that doesn't always mean that's who wins,
but
right?
if Shea Gilgeous comes to play and anyone helps him, it's over.
Yeah.
He is just that good. I don't even think he had the best. I forgot what he ended up with yesterday. What did he have? I know he had to check out early because they were just crushing him.
Yeah, they were. Shout out to my man Scotty Scheffler, too, winning the PGA Championship, the event that he was arrested at a couple of years ago.
Came back to win big.
Yeah, he
Hashtag bounce back.
he Ubered every time this time around.
I love the pettiness.
Let me see if I can find the T-shirt.
He wore a T-shirt. He wore his mugshot. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, this T-shirt. If anybody's looking for just a random gift for me, the Scotty Scheffler mugshot T-shirt with Free Scotty is so funny. He was winning going into Sunday, and usually when Scotty Scheffler's winning going into Sunday, it's pretty much a wrap.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty much a wrap.
Got a high close rate.
Very high close rate. Yeah. I didn't even look what like the betting odds were because I don't even
Wasn't
think
like
it was
plus
worth
400 to start with him though?
Probably. But I mean, that's because it's, anything can happen. Like Rory didn't play very well, for example. So like he was probably a pretty high favorite, but I don't think anybody's ever minus money to win a tournament.
That's an emotional letdown for Rory, right? This is the first major after the Masters, right?
It's not this is like the 5th major is what they call it. So it's like not actually a major.
Yeah,
but
I don't care. If I just win the Masters, there's no way I'm winning the next one.
Yeah.
I'm just going out there taking my hacks and getting paid and getting out of there. Make a cut.
Well, once
got
Rory
the Grand Slam.
Yeah, once Rory got the Grand Slam and he won the Masters, like everything else he does from here on out is gravy. You know, like he's already cemented himself as one of the greatest golfers of all time. So he can't really do any wrong at this point, but obviously he wants to win more. Question is, who wants to win more here in the breaks? Another break to highlight, guys, is the Diamond Double. 6 spots to go. It's 192 a spot, but again, guaranteed authentic, guaranteed speed flex. We've also still got Bijan Robinson, Michael Irvin, and Edgerrin James on the photo headliner section, and we're still looking for Antonio Gates. So this beautiful Michael Irvin with all the bells and whistles on the back side of this Hydro Speed Flex is still out there. 3 Super Bowl stickers, the Hall of Fame sticker, beautiful blue visor, really nice lid. How do I know if I got my level up upgrades and how do I redeem them? Rob, I think you get an email for both. So whatever email you use to sign up for the Signature Club rewards, so when you hit join now or whatever, or even when you hit log in, this email that you have to use, go to that email and you should have, all of the gift cards that you've accumulated or whatever else should be in there with codes. So just like I told Tanya earlier in the show, with that code, like let's just say it's for a free jersey spot, right? So it's a $27 gift card or it's whatever. You go to the jersey break, you actually purchase the spot, but when you're checking out, you put in that code and it'll zero out your total. So it'll just be 0. Or if you have a free mini helmet, for example, if you go to the buy a mystery box and literally click the mini helmet, add it to your cart, it'll say $179.99, but once you put in that code, it'll put the price back down to 0, and then you'll get it for free. So it should all be in that email that you use to sign up for the Signature Club. $3 in the jerseys, $5 in the minis, guys. We looking to get anything else done during this show? We are live every day, 9, 12, 3, and 6 p.m. Central Time. Me and Steven will be doing it again at 3 o'clock. Predicting rounds 1 and 2 of the draft. Okay, thank you, says Rob. You got it. Somehow they're saying Cooper Flagg's going to go first. You're still not over it, are you?
You want to be really hilarious though?
What's that?
Is if Nico Harrison went like Ace Bailey because he loves the defensive ability or something.
And you were just like, what?
You're just like this guy.
I would like I would like to think. I don't know for sure. But I would like to think he would have the wherewithal to know he could trade the first pick if he really wanted Ace Bailey. He could probably either trade the Spurs or the Sixers.
It would be what I like to call very fitting, but
it would be very funny. Yeah, Dylan Harper.
I think he likes Cooper Flagg because Cooper Flagg can play defense too. Like
he can do everything.
Yeah, he can do it all. So I think Cooper Flagg's a great fit in Dallas.
Dylan Harper to the Spurs, Ace Bailey to the Sixers, BJ Edgecombe to the Charlotte Hornets.
BJ Edgecombe, that dude can fly. Just another ultra athletic wing for the Hornets.
And like Jeremiah Fears too from Oklahoma, point guard for Utah.
I think he's from here.
He's
played in Oklahoma, but I think he's from the Illinois area.
Just another one that the Illinois Fighting Illini and whoever else in the Illinois area let go. There's his bio.
Birthplace, what does it say?
Joliet, Illinois.
Joliet,
yeah,
yep.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
He's from literally right around here.
He's a good guard too. Again, just where they land and how they're nurtured is the question.
Trey Johnson, who's solid from Texas, going to Washington. A lot of no like foreign players really.
That right there?
Well, he's from Duke.
Oh, he's from
I'm
Duke.
saying like straight like
Oh.
like they might be foreign in I'm saying
Yeah.
guys like straight out of France or like whatever else. Usually there's like one, it feels like, but Kasparis Yakachonis going to Illinois. Going to Houston from Illinois. But I hope he does well in the NBA, but he feels like a guy to me that could benefit another year at college. But these guys go get the money where they can get it, right? I mean, if you can get drafted in a lottery position, why wouldn't you do it?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you got to do that.
I think there's Jace Richardson too. He was awesome in the tournament.
Right.
Projected to go to Orlando.
Who else we got?
I was about to say, I think Will Riley, another Illinois guy. He was a freshman last year.
Wow.
And it was just like, why? He's another guy too, though, that's like, he's probably going to need to spend some time in the G League.
I mean, it's not a bad thing for the player to have to do that, you know?
Mm-hmm. He's got,
you got to go play.
He's got a lot of potential. He's got a jumper. He's like tall frame, can drive to the basket well, plays good defense, but raw. Very raw.
They got to pull him out of the freezer.
He's 6'8", 185.
He's got to be thawed.
He's got to be thawed. Oh, man.
He's not just raw. That's going to be in the end of next month. The old NBA draft.
Yeah. Or Steve Kerr. I don't know what he's talking about. Don't really care.
How he wasn't going to pick Anthony Edwards with the number 1 pick even if they had it.
Is that what he said?
To Anthony Edwards, yes.
Wow.
He's been talking about it nonstop.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards is terrible. Who would want him on their team?
Not as good as James Wiseman. Oh, wait.
Gosh. That didn't work out.
No.
For anybody. We're going to change the minis to just all the breaks done until the end of the show. That's starting now.
Yeah.
So That could be, the minis and the jerseys again, which are definitely the two closest breaks. Very easy with 3 spots to go. So, I mean, for anybody that's in the jerseys now, it's like, oh, shoot, now we're talking $28. Like, I might be able to get some money back here. With only 3 spots to go, that'd be a very easy one to get done. 3 left to go in the jerseys. There you go. Tanya's pushing for it. 5 to go in the minis, so that'll still be a part of it, too, if you do that. The half and half, if we get a push there, I mean, now you're going to be in 2 different chase wheel spins, right?
That's true.
You could win up to $300 now for playing in that single half and half break. Couldn't agree more with the practice squad. The single and the double are both 7 to go. Just to touch on this one again, real quick. Steve Smith, Michael Irvin, Darrell Revis, full-size authentic still out there. 3 of those in the last 7 boxes. Throw in a J.J. Watt Eclipse mini and also throw in Warren Sapp and Mungo McMichael. We are talking about a 6 in 7 chance at a headliner in the practice squad. That is about as good as it gets. Like, literally about as good as it gets. That double box break guarantees 1 headliner is coming out. But anything we do until the end of the show will also be thrown into a chase wheel spin. We'll see when we hop off the air here. So this is kind of your guys' opportunity, trying to open the door for you guys to kind of pick it back up, spark, and let us get going. But it's been a while since our last order. So yeah, get the opportunity to hop in. I mean, the breaks are all in great spots. There's not a lot of last time I was here, it was like everywhere. It was just a ton of headliners. That's because the series were just starting. There's still a bunch of headliners on the board, and these series are closing now. Like 10 to go in the diamonds, 8 to go in the vault, 7 to go in the practice squad, 9 to go in the 1 and 4, 6 to go in the half and half. We have 4 or 5 series that are literally just about to be finished, and they're still loaded up with headliners. The headliner ratios on all those series are really, really good right now. So it's your choice, whichever way you guys want to go. Tanya's pushing for the jerseys and the practice squad. That's definitely a good route. But it is up to you guys. Had the WNBA season start over the weekend, too.
Oh, yes.
And definitely some fireworks in that first game between the Chicago Sky and the Indiana Fever, between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. I know it was like a hard foul. I didn't really see the entire play, but I know Angel was going after Caitlin, and Caitlin Clark, in the meantime, dropped
Caitlin fouled her.
She did. Caitlin Clark fouled her, and Angel Reese went after Caitlin afterwards.
Classic.
And I think got ejected, or at least got a flagrant or a technical or something. I don't know. I think Caitlin got a technical or a flagrant, and Angel Reese and Aaliyah Boston both got technicals. But the Fever won 93-58, and Caitlin Clark had a 20-point triple-double. So I saw they were releasing the rankings for the WNBA or the NBA 2K, but for the WNBA players.
Yes.
And Caitlin Clark was like a 94 or something. And there were people that were just like, oh, that's way too high. She should be like an 86 or what. And I'm just like, bro, like after this year, she's probably going to be, if not the best player in the WNBA, like right up there.
Let her be a 94.
Asia Wilson's probably the best still, but then like Brianna Stewart.
For now.
But probably Caitlin Clark's like right there. Yeah. Go Tanya, says Clap Cheeks. Always in Tanya's corner. She's pushing breaks. We appreciate that. 2 to go in the jerseys, 3 to go in the minis, guys. Again, this is definitely easy money at this point. Easy money at this point to get into a chase wheel spin for all breaks done until the end of the show. So we're red zoning in the jerseys. We're in striking distance in the minis. Need somebody to hop in and close the show. Mr. Sayer, what's happening, brother? We did pull what you see on the table here, the Justin Herbert and the 3-toned chrome of Josh Allen, but there's still some big-time hits left in this half-and-half series. We've got the Steve Young Speed Flex with that orange visor, the best left-handed quarterback to ever play, and that Baker Mayfield chrome Speed Flex with the chrome logo on the creamsicle. That is beautiful. Orange visor to boot. There are 2 more filler hits that are also Speed Flexes, by the way. So 4 Speed Flexes left in the last 6 boxes. It is also a double chase wheel spin in the half and half. So everything we're doing, you're going to be in for a double chase wheel spin, which means if you spend $100, you could win $200, and it's a $60 minimum. So worst case scenario, you're walking away with $60. And if we get another one done before the end of the show, you're going to be in a different wheel spin for all breaks done until the end of the show. So 4 speed flexes left in 6 boxes. 2 and 3 chance. 2 and 3 chance with the Chrome Flex, Baker still out there, and the Steve Young speed flex. That's very, very good odds. And I believe Ronnie, you said got what, $300 in gift cards too? So make sure you check that out, Mr. Sayer. Got your basketball money.
You still got the Pacers in line.
Angel's being very different in press conferences lately. She won't really speak out like she used to. Yeah, I wonder if she got like a PR talking to or something. I don't know.
I'm sure.
Got in the practice squad and jerseys with me, or get into it, she said. There you go. Highway 917. Talking about location now. Yeah, minis and jerseys, guys, are definitely the easy play right now to get into the all breaks done by end of the show. 3 spots to go in the minis.
Are they going to be separate wheel spins or all together?
The all breaks done by the end of the show will be all together.
Yes.
The half and half
half
separate.
Okay.
Yeah. Maurice Jones-Drew's the only headliner gone in the jerseys, and Tyreek Hill's the only headliner gone in the minis. So those are definitely both still in good spots. I'm going to drop in the jerseys. 2 spots to go. I'll drop in the minis, and I'll drop in the half and half single. I believe it is the Pacers,
Yep,
right?
you have the Pacers.
Indiana still in play. Hallie. Dude has been a dog in the postseason.
Baller. He's what we like to call an issue.
I just saw a thing on ESPN that said Stephen A. Smith said Tyrese Halliburton is not a superstar, but Jalen Brunson is.
Did you see No, you didn't watch the game yesterday. But Kendrick Perkins needs to be stopped.
Okay, I'm not surprised by that take.
No, he didn't say a take about anything, but just live on air when he asked Stephen A. Smith. You know how like they have the tease to the halftime show before halftime with like 30 seconds to go when the team calls a timeout or something. This guy said, "Hey Stephen A., you ever smoke a pack of Newport shorts?" just asked him straight up on the air. And I'm like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, Kendrick Perkins is.
I'm like, and then, you obviously Stephen A. Smith. I've never smoked a day in my life.
Bob said I learned nothing from Big Perk. Offers nothing on any broadcast.
He's just big.
Yeah, I mean he's kind of funny sometimes, but
Not then.
yeah, that wasn't funny. I don't know. I don't know.
All right, let's do a jerseys, huh? A new Jersey. There you go.
Here we go. Jerseys it is. We got Gary Marvin. We got Tanya in this one. Eric Linnell and Sebastian Flores with the close. Go ahead and drop me a number for jersey number 1. 5th box of the show coming up.
One thing I learned from Perkins is his mouth barely moves.
Yeah, I don't know what his dad was doing, to be honest with you, with the whole thing with Giannis.
I don't know why he'd choose Giannis of all the Bucks players.
It's just he
Go
doesn't.
after Derry Bird.
He doesn't need to do that. Like, what are you proving? Like, what are you trying to do?
Go after Derry Bird. Be a man.
Halliburton versus Brunson's going to be a fun series. Pacers versus Knicks will be a fun series. Gary, Tanya, Eric, Sebastian, let me know on a number, guys. Otherwise, we will take it to the wheel. We got 1, 2, 4 through 8, 11, 14, and 17 through 30. All still available. They're scrolling on the bottom of your screen right there. Let me know. Otherwise, the wheel will choose. 6 to go in the diamond double. 6 to go in the half and half single. 6 to go now in the practice squad single. And 3 to go in the minis. Sebastian says wheel. Wheel it is. Thank you, Mr. Flores.
The wheel.
Of Ideal.
The wheel.
Oh, that was confusing. I'm glad I didn't spin that wheel. There was a wheel that it was 1 to 30, but there were numbers missing. 14? That was lucky. It's available. 14 going off the board. Gary down to Sebastian. Good luck, guys and girls. 7 clicks for box 14 in the jerseys. 5, 6, and 7. Tanya up top in the NFC North. We got Sebastian Flores, spots staying together. He's going to be in the NFC South and the NFC East. We got Eric Linnell, his spot staying together for the most part. NFC West and AFC North. Gary Marvin in the AFC South. We got Eric Linnell in the AFC East and Gary Marvin in the AFC West.
Box 14, correct?
14.
14?
Oh, we got these in jersey boxes are in this now. That's fun.
Oh, yeah. It's wild times that you
Cheeks clearing, cheering for Tanya says, "Go NFC North, I feel it." Could be Brett Favre, by the way, in that NFC North. Let's find out. First jersey of the show. Well, I am happy to report. Is this a headliner in this? It's a headliner box, but I don't see him on the list. This is a good hit.
Yeah, it's a jersey.
Yeah, extra point jerseys, yeah. It's a good player. He just got drafted. This is the first time I think I've seen him on a jersey. How about Will Howard?
Oh.
Got Will Howard.
I think it was just a headliner box.
It must have been, but still, that's a nice hit, man. Will Howard,
National champion.
Ohio State, yeah, national champion. Interested to see how he's going to do in the pros. And now I got to remember who the heck drafted him.
I just sold the pink lava refractor of his card.
Steelers, AFC North, Eric Linnell. Congratulations on Will Howard. Dynasty has got it. It is a Pittsburgh Steeler hit because it is obviously the team that drafted him. This is on the Ohio State jersey for Will Howard. That was not what I was expecting out of the jerseys. Wrong North Collins says Cheeks. Yeah, I was about to say he was close. He was close. Will Howard. Curious.
Will Howard.
I mean, I think he's got a chance. I don't think he's gonna start,
I think he needs a look.
but there's obviously a route for Will Howard to be playing and starting for Pittsburgh.
There's certain there are definitely certain franchises that should be open to anyone taking the position.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Not saying giving them the position, taking the position by their play and showing. And Will Howard deserves that chance in this situation.
Yeah, I think so. And Will Howard played great, by the way. And obviously the national championship and his entire collegiate career, starting at Kansas State, moving to Ohio State to win the national championship last year. 4,010 yards and 35 touchdowns for Will Howard. So, I mean, obviously playing with a lot of great receivers who's also moved to the NFL in their own right. But this is a definitely wait and see piece, right?
Absolutely.
Pretty cool. Eric, congratulations. Yeah, I had to do a triple check. I'm like, what the heck?
Right.
Don't think he was a headliner, but hey, could be a headliner one day.
Absolutely.
I kind of like the college pieces, so wait and see. I think this may be the first time I've even seen Will Howard, to be honest with you.
Good old Will Howard.
OH. That's when you say IO.
I don't like Ohio State.
Neither do I, but you could do the chant.
No, I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
If I don't like them, I ain't doing it.
Why not?
Because I'm a man. I do what I want.
Okay. I suppose.
But they did win.
Will Howard.
Kyle McCord.
Was it Kyle McCord?
It has to be. It's Bob asking the question.
I kind of thought it was Will Howard.
No, it's definitely Kyle McCord, who I think is a Texan. But to be fair,
He is not a Texan. He is a Philadelphia Eagle.
No, who's the Texan then? Oh, Graham Mertz is the Texan. Ugh.
Let's see. Who led D1 passing yards 2024? Kyle McCord. 4,779. Cam Ward had 4,313. Jackson Dart, 4,279. Kyle McCord will, he's going to make the team, I'm pretty sure, for the Eagles. I think they have 4 quarterbacks right now. It's obviously Jalen Hurts, and then they have Tanner McKee. They have Kyle McCord, and then, was it Dorian Bethel Thompson?
Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
DTR?
DTR, who I love.
DTBR?
But I don't think he's going to, if I had to guess, he's going to be the odd man out.
Probably.
Yeah, Kyle McCord had 4,779 yards, 34 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions.
Good year.
Was a good year. Will Howard, by the way, was 6th. 4,010. Cam
Leading with
Ward threw
that
the most
team.
touchdowns. Will Howard was 4th. Garrett Nussmeier from LSU was 5th.
Ah, the Nuss Bus.
Mm-hmm.
The old David Griffin special.
He had 29 touchdowns and 12 picks, so. Did he get drafted?
The Nuss Bus, I think he's there for another year.
Yeah, he'll probably be one to keep an eye on for next season then. Shedeur Sanders, 4th.
Shadizzle?
I hope the best for Shedeur Sanders. I feel a little bad for him. I feel like a lot of it was self-inflicted, but I feel a little bad for him.
Yeah.
I think McCord had
Perception
5
is-
picks and 3 ran back just against Pitt. So if you take away the Pitt game,
Yeah,
Kyle
so
McCord's
Pitt
numbers
didn't
are even
exist.
better.
Yeah.
That's crazy. 3 pick sixes in a game is not very good. That's some Nathan Peterman work.
But Nathan Peterman did it like within throws. You know what I'm saying? like it was.
What? He
It
had,
wasn't
like-
within the game. You're right. It wasn't within
It was
the
like
game.
6 interceptions and a half or
Yeah,
something
exactly.
stupid.
It's just ridiculous.
I couldn't believe it. Every time he threw the ball, I'm like, why are they still passing?
Yeah, because they're down by a bajillion.
Do anything else.
For the love and respect, please stop.
Yeah, oh my God, another. And they were all bad too. It wasn't like, dang, that was a nice play by the cornerback. It was just like, God, that was a horrendous throw. Poor Nathan Peterman. 3 to go in the minis, guys. Probably the next easy one to knock out here. 3 spots to go in the minis. We're at 132. Probably look to close this wheel spin in about 10 minutes. So 145-ish. Might be the close for the wheel spins. But we'll see. Bob's selection for the Stanley Cup is half intact. He said it was going to be the Panthers and the Golden Knights. Panthers did
I
advance.
got the Panthers in the. I got the Panthers winning the cup in a parlay.
I think both these finals are pretty good. The Panthers against the Hurricane and then the Oilers against the Stars.
Yeah.
So 4 really good teams.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun when you get to this point. And then when it's all over, you're just like, dang, it's like just baseball.
Just baseball.
Baseball, golf, women's basketball, I suppose. NASCAR. But we can't talk about NASCAR today. Talk about NASCAR tomorrow.
Yeah, that's more of a tomorrow thing for you. Good old NASCAR. Is that in the playoffs yet?
No, they just did the All-Star race, or they're about to do the All-Star race. So they're like halfway through their season, I think.
Oh, I didn't know the Dodgers DFA'd Chris Taylor.
Did you see the Jose Alvarado?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
80 games and he can't play in the postseason. They can't catch a break, man. Philly is just falling apart. Harper's been not great.
Yeah. He'll pick that up. I'm not too concerned about him.
He's no Pete Crow Armstrong. That guy's terrible.
I love this. Rockies now, we're seeing Chase Dollander, their top pitching prospect, grow into a legitimate ace for this team. 10.2 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 5 walks, and 13 Ks.
Boy.
Which is like good.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's like okay, but for what the Rockies are doing right now,
It's pretty good for.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like comparatively to the rest of the team.
it's pretty
That's probably an all-star level right there.
every team gets one.
It's probably him
Every
right
team
now.
gets one.
That's kind of bogus that every team gets one.
No, they need to get rid of that because
Yeah,
some
like-
of these teams don't deserve one.
I don't think the White Sox. I don't even remember who was the all-star. Crochet, I think he probably deserved it, but
Crochet did. Crochet's a very, very good player.
but they traded him, so it wasn't him. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. Sometimes teams don't deserve an all-star.
Jack Caglione is being promoted to AAA.
Should we pick him up?
If he's available, yes.
Let's see. I bought 2 spots in the minis. Do you see that? Trying to get it moving, says Kayla.
The minis. I got you, Kayla. It's 3 to go.
So Kayla is pushing,
It's
guys.
doable. It's very doable.
Appreciate you, Kayla. 3 spots to go in the minis, guys. Yes, this is probably the break to focus in on here. We could obviously get other things moving. There's a couple breaks that are like 6 to go. But the mini helmets are 3 to go. So they're like ready to go at just $50. 2 mini helmets coming out for that price. So definitely worth the price of admission to be playing in that one. Who am I looking up? Jack Caglione?
Yeah. Someone has to have him in the league.
You think so?
Oh, God, yeah.
He's not even in the league, though.
Yeah, but he hits tanks.
Somebody
Everyone knows about him.
does have him.
What? Yeah, I bet.
I think whose team is this? Who is this?
That's not a good start.
Well, this is why I don't like ESPN, because they have that abbreviated thing. So when
Yeah.
you're looking up a team, like
It's like ETB or
yeah,
whatever.
it says Bang. Like that's what it says there. I'm like, nobody's team name is Bang. So I'm like, I don't know who this is.
Bang. Not even a good acronym.
It's like, who do I text about this? I have to like go and look.
Just due to the group chat. Who has Jack Caglione? I want to discuss a deal.
Yeah,
In all caps.
step
In
into
all
my
caps.
office. 2 to go now in the minis, guys. You guys have 9 minutes to get that one closed up. I think we should be able to do it. 2 spots in 9 minutes. Again, there's only one photoed headliner gone. It's Tyreek Hill. Still got a lot of double up opportunities. Warren Moon and Eric Dickerson. You still got the Bo Nix and the Bo Jackson. If you look in the listed headliner section left, you got the Michael Vick, which could be a double up with Luke Kuechly, could be a double up with Roger Staubach, depending if it's a Falcon or an Eagle. Chad Johnson, you could double up with Jamar Chase. And then Sam Laporta, you could double up with Jordy Nelson. Again, those are the listed names. What's left in the half and half? Shoe Dog, a lot, to be honest with you, because there's only 6 boxes left. With there only being 6 boxes left, it's quite a bit. The Steve Young Speed Flex with that orange visor, the best left-handed quarterback of all time. We still got a Chrome Flex out there. And the Baker Mayfield Chrome Flex, beautiful on the creamsicle logo with the orange visor. So 2 photoed headliner Speed Flexes left and 6. However, we have been alerted in that and more section. There's 4, right? 4 boxes left. 2 of those are Speed Flexes.
Oh, yeah, for the Amore, yes.
Yeah, so 4 total Speed Flexes in 6 boxes. 2 of them are the photoed headliners, including this Baker Mayfield. And then there's 2 more filler Speed Flexes still out there. Basically, this double box break, it's almost impossible that it's not a Speed Flex coming out. But if it somehow we do hit 2 authentics, every single thing that's left will be Speed Flexes. Oh, I saw that card the other day. Wow. The only thing that sucks is there's no logos.
Yeah, flawless. They don't have the rights. Tops only, yeah. Kind of.
It's cool.
There's kind of a
but,
logo. There's kind of a logo.
Sort of, yeah. It's a sick patch. Sold out on the minis. So the mini break will be coming up, guys. That's great. We're 5 to go. I mean, this is actually one we should be focusing in on for sure. 5 to go in the single. Because if we get the single box break done for the half and half, guys, 27 people watching. We just went over what's left. The Steve Young and the Baker Mayfield. We've also got the and more section with 2 Speed Flexes still out there. But there are 6 boxes left, 4 Speed Flexes left. And if we get that break done, not only are you going to get into the all breaks done by the end of the show wheel spin, you're going to get in that half and half times 2 wheel spin, where you can win up to $200. So you could get $300 potentially if you win 2 wheel spins, and you might win a Baker Mayfield Chrome Flex. So definitely not a bad get, guys. I would get that one done. 5 spots to go.
Where is
Will Howard was drafted in the 6th round. I feel a little gypped. Why was he signing jerseys? I don't know why you'd feel gypped. I can think of one quarterback who's pretty good from the 6th round, and I don't think you'd be gypped if you got him, right? Talk about Tom Brady.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find this mini listing. Sorry.
No, you're fine. So we'll have the mini helmets coming up here. I think Will Howard's got what it takes to be a good pro.
And Will Howard's been in our room lots of times.
I think he's got what it takes to be a good pro.
Just needs
and he's got an opportunity. I mean, I think Mason Rudolph is currently the number 1 quarterback on Pittsburgh's roster. And all due respect to Mason Rudolph, maybe he's in for a big year. Either way, there are I forgot what I was trying to say. He's been there a couple of times and hasn't won the starting job, right? Mm-hmm. There's a reason why he's been kind of a career backup. So I would not be surprised if we see a change of guard there in Pittsburgh. So the minis are on the way. Yeah, we'll get those numbers taken off. I think it was these ones
15,
right here.
16, 22, and 23.
Yeah, don't. The ticker sometimes is wrong. Don't always believe the ticker. There you go.
All right, these minis are ready for you.
I purchased several of the Fanatics Eminent Hockey signed 8x10s. They did them for baseball, football, and hockey. Number 99, 50, 25, and 10, 5s, and 1 of 1s. Great product. All Fanatics holograms. That's pretty sweet. I've never even heard of that. Eric Zaffrin, Kayla Colson, Mark McAdams, Michael Jones, and Josh George. Here we go. Drop me 2 numbers for mini number 3. Technically number 3, number 1 for today, though. So anybody in the break allowed to call 2 numbers right now if you would like. They're scrolling on the bottom of your screen. They'll be right next to the minis, which is coming right now on the bottom row. Josh knows what's up. He's got it. 5 and 25. 5 and 25.
We had I remember when we pulled Will Howard on Kansas State. You know?
Yeah, right.
He's been, signing autographs all the time.
Good for him, bro. Make some money.
Hashtag
Tanya called 3 a little bit late.
5 and 25, right?
Yeah. So we're going to the randomizer here. 7 clicks. Good luck. 2 minis coming up. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Thank you, sir. Kayla Colson's going to be up top in the NFC North. We got Mark McAdams in the NFC South. Eric Zaffrin in the NFC East, NFC West. Kayla Colson in the AFC North. We got Eric Zaffrin in the AFC South. Michael Jones, the AFC East. And Josh George in the AFC West. Looking for box collar mojo down there in the AFC West. Push this over here for a second. Put this there. Box 5 coming up. First mini helmet of the day is going to be a banger, especially if you're calling boxes and your name is Josh George. How about Bo Jackson? Got a headliner. Bo is in the building. That is going to be the AFC West. $50 for Josh George. Beautiful. Nicely done on Bo Jackson.
Nice.
Nice, says Josh. Absolutely, man. Get Bo on anything, it's good. I mean, one of the best potential a player's ever had, I would feel like, at that running back position. If he didn't break down, who knows where we're talking about. Bo Jackson is one of the best. So, very nice, man. Congratulations. We'll get Josh written up, and we got 1 more to go. He could still double up, by the way, with Bo Nix, potentially. That would be big time for Joshua George. 1 more left. Whoa. All right. Bo in the box. Bo over to Steven. Next box ready to go, number 25. There we go. We do not have a headliner this time around. It was a pretty good filler hit, though. We don't see these helmets all that often. How about the 83 MVP on the Washington football alternate helmet? We got Joe Theismann. Joe Theismann, Eric Zaffrin. Spots paying off there. He had 3 of them, and he is going to walk away with a W with Joe Theismann. Dude was very good until, obviously, his career was cut short by the injury from Lawrence Taylor. It still, boggles my mind, the, comparison of Joe Theismann's injury to Alex Smith's. Mm-hmm. They were both playing Washington. They were both playing the Giants. It happened at, the same yard mark in the same quarter. Crazy comparison.
Yes.
And it, all happened like that. I'll look up exactly what it was, but it's unbelievable when you look at it. But congratulations, Eric. And yeah, for those that don't want to hear the story, you've certainly pulled this at the right time. Eric Zaffron.
Oh, this card just sold today. Wow. Ken Griffey Jr. Skybox 98.
How much?
280,000.
Dang!
It's only a PSA 9. Imagine if it was a 10.
Bro. That's crazy.
Well, my cousin was talking to me this weekend about how he like fixed up this car. They're like, it sells for 235,000. And I'm like, that thing better take me 0 to my destination in 30 seconds.
Yeah, right.
If I'm paying for that kind of car.
Definitely. There goes another missed story time for Common. Good news is there's still Warren Moon in the minis, so he can have his fun there. Unless we run back the minis. I would still say, once again, guys, 5 to go in that half and half is probably the best look right now. It's 146 already. I'll extend it just a little bit so you guys can have an opportunity here. But we got to see some movement on this half and half series. If you guys want to keep this show going, get yourself into 2 different chase wheel spins. Probably 150. If we're still sitting at 5 spots to go, we might start doing these wheel spins and then call it a show a little bit after that. Yeah, Joe Theismann, Alex Smith injury comparison. So it was the exact same injury, broken right tibia and fibula. It happened on November 18th, 1985 for Joe Theismann, November 18th, 2018 for Alex Smith. It was both for Washington. It was both in D.C. It was at the 39-yard line. The final score of both games was 23-21. It was a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year in Lawrence Taylor that caused Joe Theismann. It was 3-time Defensive Player of the Year J.J. Watt that caused Alex Smith's. It was Pro Bowl left tackle Joe Jacoby who was off the field due to an injury for Joe Theismann. And it was Trent Williams that was off the field, Pro Bowl tackle for Alex Smith. So it was like, there's just all these crazy comparisons that are like, how in the world? It's so, those are the wildest things. Like, I remember the first one, this isn't even sports related, but like the Lincoln assassination versus like the Kennedy assassination. There's like a ton of comparisons that a lot of those lined up, which was really weird. Obviously, back to sports with baseball, like Prince Fielder and Cecil Fielder, like their numbers are like exactly the same.
Right.
And then same with Vlad Jr. and Vlad Sr. It's like, it's nuts. These weird comparisons that end up being a thing. So 2-minute warning, guys. If we want to get the half and half single done or anything else to get that all breaks done by the end of the show, wheel spin going. Otherwise, if 150 rolls around and we haven't done anything, then we will take what we have. We got Steve Young Speed Flex. We've got the Baker Mayfield Chrome Flex with that creamsicle logo as well. And then 2 other hidden Speed Flexes, 4 flexes in the last 6 boxes. Other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, what did you think of the play? That's so bad. So next, Washington quarterback 20 years after Alex Smith injury will get the same fate. Yeah, you better be careful. That was 2018, so we're already working on it. Isn't that crazy? 2018 was like 7 years ago.
Wild.
That does not feel right. 8 years ago. No, 7 years ago. That does not feel right. I love that picture I sent you of the worst day in 2016. It's just like a sunny meadow. Like,
This is perfect.
yeah, I'm like, 2016 was a banger year.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Great
No
year.
complaints from this guy.
The summer of Fetty Wap. If you know, you know.
Cavs 3-1 comeback. Kobe's
I didn't like
final
that.
game. I don't
Kobe's
even like
final
it.
game I liked.
Hey, did you like the Cubs winning the World Series?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't dislike
Yeah,
it.
but that's what I'm saying though.
It was a very exciting World
I'm just
Series.
saying-
As a baseball fan, I enjoyed it.
if you expressed your vitriol for PCA like you did for the Cubs that year, that's how great 2016 was. It was above all that.
Yeah, it's true.
That's how great.
The World Series was amazing.
Yeah. The series itself, yes. It's very stressful.
Oh, yeah. I can't imagine as a Cub fan. My man, was it Raji Davis steps up and hits a 3-run blast or whatever?
Yeah.
Dude never hits home runs.
Yeah, you're just like, of course.
It was like a line drive home run, too.
Yeah, just
like,
barely got over the wall.
got over the wall.
That's how this game goes, man. It's baseball.
My dad missed the rest of that inning because he literally was just sitting there like this. I'd never seen him so just distressed. Like, he sat there with his face in his hands for like 15 minutes.
I did tell myself multiple times, I'm like, this is not going to be easy. If we go up big, like I think we went up like 5 or 6-1. I'm like, this is still not going to be. There's no way that 108-year curse is just going to end on some 7-1 victory. There's just no way. There's just no way.
And it didn't.
And it didn't. Yeah.
It certainly didn't. Thank the Lord for rain, I guess. That helped too.
Again, the
Jason Hayward.
$184 million pep talk.
It was. It literally was
all
for
it was.
Jay Hay. I think the only other time I saw my dad distressed like that for sports was the double doink. Man literally like fell to his knees and then just fell flat on the floor. Just like could not believe it.
I remember when Notre Dame nearly beat USC. That was the first time I heard my dad yell.
The tush push?
Yeah. But we thought we'd stop.
Or not the
them.
tush push, but the bush push.
But we thought we stopped it, and then we didn't. And I was like,
no.
just pure pain. Just pure pain.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna go to the wheel spins. Is this the all breaks, or is this
That's the what's it called?
Okay.
The
half and half.
half and half.
All right, so we'll do the half and half first, and then we'll do
get
the.
that
It's
all-
just the jerseys and the minis. So here we go. I've been at a Game 7 overtime and Stanley Cup series. Talk about a series. Yeah, that's crazy. Just, I can't even imagine just like the anticipation, feeling like your heart's in your stomach, just waiting. 7th and final click. Double wheel spin for whoever this is. How about Christopher Leone? Christopher, congratulations,
I
brother.
don't think he won the break, but he got a win in a sense.
That's right. $60 coming back to you at the lowest end. So if it's anything under 30, you're at least getting $60 back. But anything over 30, we're doubling it. So let me know if you have a number to start on, 1 through 100. Otherwise, we will start you on 1 and let you go from there. Next wheel spin, guys, will be a single wheel spin, but it'll be for the people that played in our jerseys and in our minis. So Christopher Leone, I haven't seen him in the chat, but if you are out there, my man, and you want to call a number to start on, please let us know here. I'll give you about 30 seconds. And again, the jersey and mini wheel spin is on deck. Tanya did make up a good point, too, that we are 6 to go in that practice squad series, guys. I just want to quickly touch on that. I've already touched on the half and half, but the practice squad series is sitting with Steve Smith, Michael Irvin, and Darrell Revis. 3 full-size authentic helmets left in the final 7 boxes. Throw in a J.J. Watt mini. We were just mentioning him. 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. One of the best of all time on the edge. Warren Sapp and Mongo McMichael all still out there as well. 6 and 7 chance at a headliner when it comes to the practice squad. All right, Chris, we're starting you on 1. Good luck, brother. Here we go. Oh, this is going to be nice. This will be nice. 75, so $150.
Okay.
Boom. Not bad. Not bad. Eats a fraction of the cost that Chris had to play and gets a little bit back to maybe turn that around and win something else big. And the diamonds maybe puts it right back into the half and half. You just never know. So we'll keep it right here with the wheel.
Let me get this wheel right.
Oh my gosh. What have you been doing?
Organizing things. There you go.
This guy. We're going to keep it right here. Go to the randomizer. Whoops. This is for, again, everybody that played in the minis and the jerseys, because this is all the breaks we got done. 24 names. Here we go. 5, 6, 7. It's Eric. Congratulations, Mr. Zaffron. And he did walk away with a mini helmet, the Joe Theismann mini. On top of that, he's also going to get a Chase wheel spin pretty unanimously. He had the 1 spot and the 2 spot.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah,
Eric, if you're
no
out
prisoners.
there, Eric Zaffron, let me know on a number 1 to 100. Otherwise, we will start you on 1. 1 has been doing pretty good. On the practice spin or the example spin, I spun like an 85. Mm-hmm. Then I just spun a 75. So we could start on 1, or if you have a lucky number, we'll try that out. I saw my first White Sox City Connect jersey out in the wild.
Yeah.
I still can't
You're not
get a
sure?
grasp. Like, I like the black and red, but it's just like so out of place, you know? It's just hard to do. Like, the White Sox colors are so blah, right? Like black, gray, and white. Like, what do you do with that?
There's a lot of potential if you know how to use them.
Right.
That's what I'd say.
I just feel like their standard jerseys are like the best ones. Like just the black ones with the or the pinstripes. Like those are just better.
Right? Very clean.
We're like, I don't know, Miami's fun because like you got the pink that you can go with too. Like they do all sorts of fun stuff. San Diego does a lot of fun stuff. Phillies are kind of cool.
San Diego incorporates the pink as well.
The Cubs are cool too, as much as it hates me to say it right now, but like because they get the baby blues going, but then like they could do red if they wanted to. Like there's a lot of different ways the Cubs can go.
Ooh, that's sick.
All right, this is for Eric. We're gonna start him on 1, and it's gonna be pretty good. 1 strikes again. How about $82?
Okay.
So that was more than, I know he had a few spots, but he got 1 break, basically 1.5 break spots back, over 1.5 break spots back for that. So congrats, guys. And I think that's probably going to do it for us. We are a little open on the page, but keep on attacking that in between shows, guys. We're going to be back in like just over an hour to keep the show going. Hopefully we get more into that half and half because, again, as sick as this Josh Allen is, man, I still want to see the Baker Mayfield, the Steve Young, 2 other speed flexes out there. Very curious what those are. And yeah, Diamonds are still in a great spot. Vault, practice squad, man. There's a lot of different ways to go. Steven Ryan, final thoughts.
No, solid show. Glad we were able to get that quad out of the way, but let's close out that half and half.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. So, guys, make sure you're right back here again every single day, 9 a.m., 12 p.m., 3 p.m., and 6 p.m. Central Time at Ultimate Autographs. Any spots that didn't fill during this show, they just carry over to the show at 3. And again, it'll be me and Steven doing it right here once again. So enjoy the short break. We'll see you in just over an